The first topic we're going to get into is a man in Britain beheaded a soldier. Then we're going to move on to Trayvon. Obama got some lipstick on his collar. Then we're going to analyze Rush Limbaugh, what he said about Obama. Then in the battle rounds, we're going to get into Keyshawn pulls over Justin Bieber. Papa John worker left more than just pizza. And Beyonce got tapped on the booty.
What's going on in the news?
Let's get it going. What's in the news? Over in Britain, he was a black dude from Nigeria or Kenya, one of those places.
Yes, Kenya.
He was from Kenya. Okay, he chopped off a head.
Motherfucker.
In public, on the sidewalk.
On a main street.
Yeah, he did.
In daylight. Broad daylight. And you know what? But the thing about, I'm not saying the kid, I'm not agreeing with what he did, but I kind of understand in a way. I know that's hard to say when you behead somebody.
You sound like what's that
Chris
comedian?
Rock.
Chris Rock. I ain't saying he should have done it, but I understand.
That's what I'm saying. But you know why? And because this kid has seen nothing but chaos in his country his whole life. The Britain Empire invaded their country in the 1800s.
And you know what? Every time they always talk about, like, I see those political people on the news, and they always talk about, well, those people got their independence. No, you're still running those countries.
Well, when you think about it, even if they did get their independence, these places was colonies. Think about it. They British colonies until the 1970s.
Wait, I got even more than that. Okay, in 2011, in 1950, they had a rebellion over there called the Mau Mau. Y'all probably heard of the Mau Maus. Mm-hmm. You know, the Africans. They still recently, it's 4 of those Mau Maus left trying to get reparations for what happened. This happened in 2011. They went to the High Court of London, and they still demanding reparations for what took place when they rebelled. And they killed all those Kenyans over there in 1950s, and they still trying to, get the reparations for that. That's amazing.
You know, they were saying how people, extremists, they calling them extremists now, not just regular British people, but extremists are using it as an excuse to attack Muslims and attack mosques and everything. But people don't realize they're not just attacking Muslims, they attacking African Muslims.
Yeah, remember we talked about a couple months ago, they was going to start painting terrorism black.
We sure
They're going to start showing black Africans. We said exactly, black Africans are going to be the ones who committing the terrorist acts.
Several months ago, Nerdy, I believe you're a prophet, just like Tupac.
I just watched the media.
and see it coming. But, this is another thing, though. Compare how they treated these guys to how they treated the Boston bomber. That was some stuff that's done in broad daylight. When Boston bomber families were all, it's a shame on our family. They showing the family sitting together at the dinner
Humanizing
table.
them. Yeah.
Humanize them. And when I hear headlines or audio clips of the family saying that they're embarrassed about what their son did or their nephew did, they show pictures of the bomber. And they always action pictures like him being taken down by the police. It's always like real animalistic and violent. So it's you looking at them, and instead of hearing I'm embarrassed and feeling sorry for the family like you did in Boston, you look at them and be like, man, you raised a monster.
Well, that's what they want you to think. And only CNN tried to talk to their family.
Yeah.
Remember when the other bosses, because they was great people, so every network was showing their family and showing the uncles disagreeing with it
and showing all their high school friends saying how they're a good guy and regular people.
Yeah,
they showed this guy had an old teenage friend from when he was a teenager, and as soon as he finished the interview, they came and arrested him.
When my shift is over, I want to go home to my children, Mangulu, Mungala, and I can't do it fucking with that. When the shit out, you better come. I will leave you in the car.
Well, he could be upset. A lot of Americans don't realize this, and this happens in the inner city. And I don't want any Arabs or Indians coming in here with that bullshit, okay? This is a black community I'm talking about, okay? If you don't understand the banks gave you all these loans so black people can't own what's in their community, it's what they call a you problem. If you go over to Kenya, Nigeria, and some places, but mainly Kenya, you go into any stores, gas stations, the majority of the business is owned by Indians and Arabs. This is in a black country.
Not just a
Just like,
community,
and
a
you go to the
country.
inner city here, all over this country.
Amen.
Okay, and they make it look like these people come here and work hard. It's not they working harder than anybody. It's the banks gave them those set-aside loans. To you, Rush Limbaugh, to you, Bill O'Reilly, if you really did your homework, you will see who getting affirmative action. It's right there in your face.